I'm holding court, it's standing trial. Why ain't I see you round back when I was down? I'm holding court, it's standing trial. Why ain't I see you round back when I was down? They ain't believe in me in the beginning, but wanna hang around now they see me winning. I'm holding court, it's standing trial. Why ain't I see you round back when I was down?
Yo, it's your boy Big Court from the Holding Court Podcast. Today's episode is sponsored by the ice cream man himself, Master P, Master Crunch Cereal. This is the Honey Nut Toasted Oats, available in all grocery stores. So go to your local grocery store and pick this up. And this is a cool collectible box, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is pretty dope. Master Crunch Cereal. Go pick yours up. Salute. What's up, world? This your homie Big Court here on the Holding Court Podcast. You know, we back at you again. Today we got a special guest, you know what I'm saying? The internet sensation, Inglewood legend, you know what I mean? Personality. Internationally known. You know, let me get it right. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Blood himself, Boskoe100. What's up with you, blood?
What's the deal, brother? Man?
What's going on with you, man?
What's up?
Yeah, I appreciate you coming, bro.
Man, I appreciate being here.
Yeah, man. I've been watching you. Yeah, I've been watching you for a couple years now. You know what I'm saying? Paying attention to what you're doing. Hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Man, did you know that you was gonna become that? Did you know that this was gonna be a thing? You were gonna become a brand like that?
Not at all.
Yeah.
Like not at all. Like when I even started my YouTube channel, my whole focus was being a rapper. Like, I started out my career trying to be a rapper. You know what I mean? I wanted to be one of the Snoop Doggs and the Tupacs and the Bone Thugs, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. It kind of just the natural progression of life.
Yeah.
I guess just led me down a different path.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm saying, you know, I can tell that you from the understanding. You know, you from that cloth. I mean, when did you know what I'm saying? Like, when did you discover that, damn, I have charisma, I'm kind of funny, you know what I'm saying?
I kind of always knew that. Like, I always was like the life of the party, class clown type of, like, you know what I mean? Always in class joking, always bagging on niggas at the lunch tables. Like, I was always one of them type of niggas. Mm-hmm. So it was just like, I don't know, just like like a natural thing. Yeah. It just all happened naturally and organically. It was never planned. It was like, you know what I mean? Like, basically, like with the start of social media, I always like got on there and said a little funny shit or like, you know what I mean, entertaining shit. So it was always like there. But I guess like when I caught that case, I had caught a case and got put on house arrest. And when I got put on house arrest,
you was just fuck something to do.
I was sitting on house arrest, and I was just on Instagram all day. And then at the same time, they introduced the live feature. Yeah. And I started going live. Yeah. And I used to just literally be on there hours out of the day, like, because I was at home anyway, stuck, like, you know what I mean? So I literally be on there hours out of the day. Yeah. And that shit just turned into what it is now.
So what year was that? Because I got to social media late. I didn't like that shit at first.
I mean, I got on there. I've been on social media since 2009. Like it started with Twitter and Facebook. Like it wasn't even an Instagram yet.
Twitter been around since 2009?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh
Twitter
fuck! I still ain't got a Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter, Facebook. That was like the start of everything for me. And then I came home from prison because I came home from prison. Mm-hmm. When I came home from prison for the last time, all of a sudden they had all these things, Twitter, Facebook, and because I had missed the whole MySpace era and all that. I missed that. I was in and out of jail in those days. But when I came home for the last time in 2009, all of a sudden we got Twitter and it's Facebook and now we got internet and YouTube and it's like, I guess it been internet, but.
YouTube was in 2009 too?
Dude, Twitter's been since 2006.
That's crazy.
You tardy.
Been out.
I ain't showed up. I still ain't came. you know what I'm saying? I didn't get on social media. I bullshit you not till going on 5 years ago. I mean, that's IG, Facebook, all of that.
Man, I done lost like I done lost like 6 pages in the last
Damn.
5 years. Like,
Damn. Yeah, I was a late bloomer with that shit. Cause you know what? I think it's just coming from the streets, coming from the hood. You know, it was them things where you wanted your anonymity. You know what I mean?
That's how a lot
I
of
didn't
people
understand it. I didn't get it. I was like, nah, that's too accessible, you know. And it just made me feel uncomfortable. I
that
mean,
was
I
the
figured
thing.
it out. Yeah.
As a street dude,
Yeah.
I was always like, fuck all that. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That's why I missed the whole MySpace
Right,
era. Because I
right.
was always like, man, I ain't doing all that.
Right,
Like, you know what I
right.
mean? Niggas wasn't even liking talking on phones still back then and all that. Remember niggas like,
Didn't even want to, cause y'all had chirps and shit with the Nextel.
and a lot of niggas didn't want them.
Yeah,
Like, no, I ain't doing that
and
shit.
niggas didn't even want, like back in the day, bro. Like we didn't even want to take. I didn't take a lot of pictures, you know, because I wanted deniability and not knowing your ass.
That
You
was
know what I'm
another
saying?
thing.
So I didn't want to, cause niggas catch cases and get
That was another
conspiracy
thing.
for taking
I didn't even
pictures.
used to like take pictures. Like,
Nah,
I
me
still don't really like to take
Yeah.
pictures, but
It's part
I know
of
it's
the world.
a part
we in.
of it. Like, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah. So I'm curious, bro. So where you from? I mean, where'd you grow up?
I'm from Los Angeles,
Mm-hmm.
Inglewood area. Inglewood, you know what I mean? Inglewood, part of town, like
Mm-hmm.
I should say.
Born and raised over there?
Born and raised.
Oh.
Like, well, I was born in Los Angeles,
Mm-hmm.
but I moved to Inglewood when I was 14.
Okay.
I was
Okay.
14. And
Yeah. So I'm curious, bro. Like, what did a young Bosco, like, what did you want to be? Like, you know what I'm saying? Before the tats and you know, became you, but I'm saying, what did you want to be when you were young?
I wanted to be Snoop Dogg.
So you always
know what
wanted to be a rapper, an entertainer.
I mean? A gangster, like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? I always wanted to be a gangster,
Yeah.
like rapper, like I just wanted that lifestyle,
Yeah.
like, you know
I'm
what I mean?
saying even before then, though. I'm saying like
Before
when
then,
you was a
I mean,
kid,
you know, like you know, the average kid want to be a policeman or a
Okay.
fireman, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's
yeah, because
that's
I'm
all
trying.
you know.
I'm trying to picture Bosco raising his hand in class saying,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
gonna be a
yeah.
fireman."
Like,
You
I
know
wanted
what
to
I'm
be a
saying?
fireman because of the fire truck. I always wanted to be I wanted to be a policeman too.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
a funny time just because I could have a gun. Like,
Right,
I wanted
right.
to have a gun and drive a car. Like, you know what I mean? It was just, you know, being a
So some
kid.
kid
Like,
shit.
yeah, you know.
Yeah, nigga, I wanted to be a professional BMX rider when I was a kid.
See, yeah, I was like, it was only like, it was Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
It was fucking Hunter and it was fucking nigga. Like, you know what I mean? It was Hunter.
Well, you
Michael
took it back.
Jackson.
Murder She Wrote.
You know what I mean? Murder She Wrote, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Magnum
You took
PI.
it back with that.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean?
My
But I'm
grandma
saying,
used to watch that shit.
as a kid,
Yeah.
that's what I was seeing. Like, I wasn't raised in a ghetto household
Right.
where we was like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
my
me neither.
household was
Me neither.
my mother was more of the square type.
Right.
And even my father coming from Mississippi, my father was like the blue collar, working class. Like, he wasn't no street dude, like, so he wasn't into like
Right.
gang banging and selling drugs. And so I didn't come up in that type of environment. Like, you know what I mean? It was going around. Like, the closest I got to it was Boys in the Hood in New Jack City. That's when I was king of New York and shit like that.
Colors
like,
and shit.
yeah, that was like oh shit, it's a whole nother world out
Yeah.
there. But I didn't know about that as a child.
Nah, that's real shit. Cause like me and you was talking about, like you being from Inglewood. I used to come out to Inglewood in the '80s, and I had an aunt stayed on 101st and Lamoli. And I bullshit you not, I used to go up to the Brawley Hut at the corner and walk down Crenshaw, and I was looking for Eazy-E at the time. You know what I mean?
In Inglewood?
Nigga, I'm a kid. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I was just like 84, 80. No, this is like 87, 88, something like that. And so I had no idea of the gang element. You know what I'm saying? I literally remember my aunt, you know, kind of prepping me, you know, like, hey, look, you got gang bangers. I'm like, gang banger? I don't even know what the fuck that is. You know what I'm saying? So, but I was just a kid, just happy to be in Cali. So I know when you a kid, you don't really understand.
That's
you
what
know
I
I'm
used
saying?
to. They used to tell me, like, when I first started getting banged on, they're like, "Where you from?" I'm like, "California." I'm from California. Like, I'm California. Where you from? Like, man, I'm from California.
Nigga, I got banged on in Kansas City. I think I told this story before. I had a red Cardinals jacket, man, and a lot of LA niggas came to Kansas City, you know, with that gangbang understanding, and they brought the work and all of that, right? And I was probably about 11, 12, nigga had on my starter jacket. I'm walking through the hood, and this nigga said, "Hey, nigga, you can't be wearing that over here." And I was like, "Why?" And he was like, "We Crips." Nigga, I didn't know what the fuck a Crip was. Nigga, I went home and told my mama I need a new jacket. I said, they said we Crips over here. You know what I mean?
I didn't know what a Crip was. All I knew was Crip was Snoop Dogg said Crip and said cuz. Like, that's all you know what I mean? As a kid, so naturally, I think all kids, like everybody in that era, everybody just said cuz. Like, you know what I mean? It was just like the lingo. Like, we didn't know. There was nobody saying blood. Like, I didn't know what a blood was. Like, but I just knew Snoop Dogg was a Crip. And Snoop Dogg said cuz. And, you know what I mean? So
I'm a little bit older than you. So, I mean, to be honest with you, it wasn't no Piru blood rappers back then. Not outwardly, except DJ Quik.
That's what I'm saying. No, but DJ Quik wasn't even outward like that. Like, he wasn't really saying
on the underground
like,
tapes he was. But not on Quik is the name.
That's what I'm saying. Like, my introduction with DJ Quik, I didn't even really, like... They told me, like, you know, that was like the first blood I read, like, oh, he's a blood and Snoop is a Crip. But it was like, DJ Quik wasn't as out there with it as Snoop. Snoop was still like, you know what I mean, kind of like putting it more on wax. And DJ Quik wasn't. So I still wasn't like all that familiar until the Bloods and Crips tape came out. Then when the Bloods and Crips, when that came out, I was like, what the fuck? Like,
what was your favorite song on Bloods and Crips?
I think Steady Dipping.
On the Crip side?
That was
Steady
hard.
Dipping?
That was hard.
Yeah,
Piru Love.
Piru Love.
Piru Love is my favorite one off the whole thing.
That's everybody's favorite one.
Yeah, Piru Love. But
I had to listen to the shit turned down. You know what I mean?
Steady Dipping was hard though.
Yeah, Steady Dipping. Now, who did that? That was
Sinloc was on that, right?
Yeah, but who's the producer that did that? What's his face?
Was it Ronnie Ron?
No, Battle Cat. Didn't he do that?
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
did
Battle Cat. Yeah, Battle Cat was in the video.
Shout out to Battle Cat.
Yeah, he's still around doing his thing. Yeah, and shit, rest in peace to Bloody Mary. She was dope. I always thought she was a man.
Rest in peace, Bloody Mary. Yeah, I swear to God, like for years,
thought she was a man.
I didn't know. You know, I never knew that was a man until Red Rum. I finally met Red Rum, and he told me that was a man.
He from Inglewood too, right?
Yeah, he's from Inglewood.
Red Rum 781. I remember him. Yeah. So you said Piru Love and Steady Dipping.
Steady Dipping.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. I liked Steady Dipping. I like macking to the you know what bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What was it was another one I can't really think of it.
On the Crip or the Blood side?
I don't even remember. Like it might have been some more, but them the two I could think of at the top of my head. Like Piru Love, Steady Dipping for sure.
Was you smart in school?
I was always a fucking scholar.
Really?
Like not a scholar, but you know what I mean? I was always like an A, B student.
Yeah.
Like in like elementary, like you know what I mean, kindergarten, I was like top of the class type shit, honor roll
Me too.
type shit.
I stayed on honor roll till I got to high school.
Like I was honor roll, like I was really a good student until I got to junior high.
Okay.
Until I got to junior high. Once I got to junior high, that's when really, I'll say sixth grade. Sixth grade was like the time when mom and pop started really having problems and it was getting rocky. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? Like, that's when I started, like, changing. I know from being, like, a normal kid to a bit more of a mischievous kid. Like, you know,
you an only child?
No, I'm the oldest of six.
Oh, damn. Yeah, damn. Oh, yeah, y'all had a full house then.
Yeah, we did.
Did you have to take care of your brothers and sisters and shit?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's where I learned a lot of, like, other skills that I end up having, like cooking and, you know what I mean? Yeah, being a cleanly nigga and like, mine's like, you know what I mean? Mine be at work. She come home, like, the house got to be clean. Like, you know what I mean? So that's where I got all that from. But it taught me though, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, that's dope. What high school did you go to?
I really, like, my high school years was kind of messed up because that's when I started getting locked up, like going to juvenile hall and camp and all that. So I didn't really do a lot of high schooling on the street. Like, I did more schooling in juvenile halls and camp facilities than I did on the street. But I went to, Inglewood High never let me in. I went to Washington High, surprisingly, for like, I think that was the first high school I went to, Washington High, for like a couple months.
That's in Inglewood?
No, it's in LA.
Oh, okay.
It's like on the Crip side of town.
Oh, okay.
And I went to Santa Monica CDC. I went to a lot of continuation schools. Like I said, I was getting into trouble and you know what I mean? I was on probation and so I had to go a lot of like probation schools and things like that. But I went to more school inside the facilities than I did outside.
Okay. So what made you want to get into music and, you know, become a rapper?
Snoop Dogg, Bone Thugs, just like you know what I mean.
So that was your influences.
Yeah, like that's my first influencer. Like, I mean, besides MC Hammer, but I think like it was like just entertainment up until Snoop Dogg came out. Snoop and Bone Thugs. That's when we start really trying to like learn the words, all the words to the song, and spit along with the song. Then we just, you know what I mean. It came to a point like about 14. It started off like. No, yeah, like 12, we was like freestyling over the song. Like we'll be listening to Eazy-E or whatever, and we'll be freestyling over the song. And then it kind of just progressed from there. Like we started like, you know what I mean? I started smoking weed. We started, let's freestyle, try to rap. So we started trying to freestyle, and it just kind of just progressed from there.
Yeah.
Went to jail, start writing, learn how to write. You know what I mean? I went to prison for the second time I went to prison. I started writing. Like, and it just kind of like just grew from that.
Yeah. What you go to prison for the first time?
Firearms possession.
Oh, okay.
All my cases was firearms.
Okay. Yeah.
I had no
So
problem.
obviously, what you was having issues in the hood, or you was just
I mean,
basically trying to just protect yourself from the element?
just being a black man in America, it ain't easy. Like, you know what I mean? You know how it could get growing up in them urban areas. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just like more of a survival thing.
Yeah, for sure.
I was never looking to like hurt anyone, but I didn't want anyone hurting me either though.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
That's crazy how we can have such similar experiences and conditions, and we in different parts of the country. You know what I'm saying? Because my shit was the same way as you reacting to the environment. The environment hostile, so you like, fuck, I ain't finna.
So you gotta get hostile, you know what I mean?
Yep.
It's a hostile environment, you gotta get hostile.
So you being from LA, I mean, so talk about that Bone Thugs, because we was talking about the fast rap and shit. So you used to rap fast before you.
I started like freestyle fast, like that was my life, you know what I mean? Like,
you remember one of the raps?
No, hell, it was always just off the top of the head. Like it was off the top of the head. Like my first rap I ever wrote, the first rap I wrote was I was in Camp Carl Holton. I was in juvenile facility, and I was in camp, and I wrote it to a Tupac beat. I remember we used to have this like cassette player, and we had a tape with like songs on there. Like one of the staff had brought us, and it was like a Tupac song on there. And we wrote a song. I had wrote my boy, one of my boys I used to fuck with. He was always writing. He just like, he wanted to be a rapper so bad. I didn't really want to be a rapper at that point, but I used to like freestyle sometime with my cousin. So we in jail. He always come with songs, and the beat was so hard. I'm like, fuck, I'm finna write a rap. He was like, yeah, write something. Get on this with me. So I'm like, all right. So I wrote a rap. I remember that one, but I ain't, you know what I mean?
Go spit it, just the first 8 bars. If you could remember. I know you smoke a lot of weed.
Yeah, I do. I think, what was that shit? I don't even.
You can't remember?
Yeah, I gotta hear the beat. Like when I hear the beat, it comes to me sometimes, and I'll be like, because one time, like I really forgot all about it, and I was listening to that song, and it came on, and the lyrics just came to my head, and I was like, oh shit, that's the song that I wrote. Like, you know what I mean? If I heard the beat, it'd come to me though.
So you say you had a lot of influence, or you really dug Bone Thugs and Harmony. Who was your favorite Bone?
To me, like growing up, it was Crazy.
Yeah,
I think Crazy was like the hardest.
Yeah.
Growing up, but like now looking back, I kind of like appreciate Lazy more too. Lazy was like hard though. Like, Lazy, they always hard.
Yeah, in their own way. Yeah,
but like I think Crazy was my favorite.
Yeah, Crazy was probably the most. He seemed to be kind of he really got into the music.
Yeah,
and you could see his thumbprint on every song because he did most of the choruses. You know, it seemed like he kind of led the charge. You know what I'm saying? Music.
And Busy was like the most charismatic, kind of like
for sure,
charismatic out of the quartet, but. Like,
that nigga still crazy too.
Yeah, he's still crazy. I end up hollering at him and shit. It's crazy because I end up growing up and I met him.
Yeah,
it was like damn, like I knew I was a special nigga a long time ago. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's like all the things I wanted to do in life, they end up happening. Like when they say dreams come true, not that it was a dream to meet them per se.
I got you, bro.
But what I mean, like just things that I wanted as a child and being younger, it started to come. Like right now, like I give Snoop Dogg a lot of credit for being a big influence in my life. and I grew up. Now I end up meeting Snoop Dogg and end up dealing with, like,
get
you know
to
what I
that.
mean?
We gonna
Like,
get to that,
it's
yeah. But
crazy.
that's a beautiful thing, bro. Because I said the same thing,
crazy.
Bosco. The same thing with me, bro. Like growing up, especially being in Kansas City. So you got to figure with aspirations of doing entertainment and all that, especially at our age, that was a pipe dream back then. That was just, you know what I'm saying, dream, stars is in the sky. They don't really see no shit like that happen.
Touch 'em.
You know what I mean? But I end up growing up to be able to work with motherfuckers that I grew up idolizing and I was able to do shows with MC8 and, you know what I'm saying, and people that I was looking up to, you know what I mean, and be on albums with Spice One and Brother Lynch and these people. And I even did songs with Bone Thugs, you know what I'm saying? And we had Flesh here on the show. So I know what you mean, and even material-wise, like, I always knew that I wanted to have a certain kind of wife and a certain kind of house and cars, and I end up having all that shit.
The shit that
All that shit came to fruition.
You know what I mean?
You
You
know
knew
what
what you wanted in life.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to know what you want.
Hell yeah.
Know what you want.
Hell yeah. So
working towards
that's
that,
that's a great feeling when you do that, and it gives you that confidence to continue to do that. You know what I mean? So you start doing the rap thing. You rap fat. What was your rap name? Was it always Bosco?
I mean, first it was like just E at first, because
Okay.
Yeah, my real name Eric.
Okay.
So my first name, everybody just always called me E at first.
Yeah.
And then my name didn't become Bosco until I started like getting into the street life, like, you know what I mean, getting more into the streets. But like at first, when I first was just freestyling, like, you know what I mean, it was still E at the time.
What was that? Where that name come from? Like, it's
Bosco?
Yeah, they just.
It's like it like kind of came from like a childhood name.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? They used to call me Lil, like, it used to be some neighbor. It was a dude on my block, and he used to like my mom's. And so the other dudes on the block used to always joke and tease, like, oh, that's your daddy, like, because they all knew he liked my mom.
Yeah.
Like, they got your daddy, like, or they'd be like, where your daddy at? Like, nigga, that ain't my daddy. Like, nigga, like, you know what I mean? Type of shit. They should be like, nigga, your name Lil Roscoe. Like, you Lil Roscoe. You be like, nigga, fuck you. That ain't my daddy. Like, hey, you know what I mean? So then when I got older and it was like kind of time to pick a nickname, but me dealing with the Bloods, you know what I mean? I just took the R off and put the B on it.
Okay.
Bosco. Like,
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Instead of being Lil Roscoe, nigga, I'm Big Bosco.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah,
And your mom is,
100.
your mom is, what is, your mom's not black, right?
I mean, she black.
She black, but what is
she
she?
Belizean though.
Belizean. Okay.
She wasn't born in America.
Right, because I seen a thing that you had did when you had your mom on there, and I was like,
yeah.
"Hey, his mom's something else."
Yeah,
like,
she Belizean.
Oh, okay. She speak Spanish.
No. She American. I mean, she been here for years since she a
okay.
kid, so she American line.
Oh, okay. So you took the R off, and you so when you start, dealing with the Bloods and shit, when you hop off the porch to get into that.
Probably like 15.
Okay, yeah.
Like 15.
It's Queen Street.
It was,
Yeah. So that's where Mac 10 from, huh?
Yeah, he was from over there.
Okay, he a little bit older though. You ever run into him in the hood?
Yeah, no, I mean not in the hood, but I met him.
Yeah. Who else from over there? You got All from the Eye.
They from the other side of the tracks. But
Okay. Yeah.
They from Inglewood though.
And I remember shit. Even that one album was hard. What was it? Young Soldiers. With Big Y.
Yeah, Big Y.
And what was his Big Scoop or what is his name? Big
Stretch. Was it
Stretch? Yeah, Little
Stretch.
Stretch. Yeah. They from your side too.
Stretch actually from Watts.
Oh,
but
okay.
I know him though. Like he be in Inglewood. Like you know what I mean. You would think he from Inglewood.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean.
Did they have influence on you musically as well? Like some of the local guys?
Not really musically. Like they was more part of my gangster influence.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? They
Was
part-
AMG from over there?
No, AMG from Compton, I think. No,
Okay.
AMG from where? AMG.
I don't even think he from LA.
Yeah, I don't think he from LA.
Nah,
yeah,
he ain't from LA.
yeah, I don't think he is.
Yeah, because he was saying, I seen something where he said that hell, he was around Quik and them, he didn't even know about gang banging and shit.
Yeah, because he never was on no
Yeah,
gang bang.
yeah,
But he
yeah.
could rap though.
AMG, origins Inglewood, California, but his family from Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, okay. Yeah, his
I
first
never
album
even
was
knew
dope
that.
though.
I never knew that.
Yeah. That first album was classic. That bitch better have my money.
Yeah.
I never
Vertical
listened to it. I
Joyride?
just remember him being all over Quick shit. Like,
Oh,
I
his
never-
first album was a classic.
Was it dope?
Oh, that
Yeah, I gotta
motherfucker's
go back and
classic.
listen to it.
Yeah, bitch better have my money and Vertical Joyride and what was it, Jiggable Pie? and
Yeah,
all that
nah,
shit.
MG was shit.
Yeah, no, yeah. I see. I just didn't. You know, I'm a little younger than you. Know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I didn't even know who AMG was until listening to Rhythmalism.
Oh.
Like I started listening when DJ Quik dropped.
Rhythm was hard.
Yeah.
That was a classic.
Yeah.
That
Really?
That's what the fly.
I didn't get
That's the
into
fly
yeah,
shit.
DJ Quik,
hair permed
that-
out.
that
Just
shit
I mean,
was-
I got into Quick on Safe and Sound.
No, yeah, I did too.
Okay.
But Rhythmalism was a dope ass album.
I
though,
didn't
like,
get into Rhythmalism.
Nah,
man.
that shit was dope. That's
Nah.
what he had. And then the
And
crazy
then Trauma. Trauma
then-
right after that was hard.
And then the crazy part, Rhythmalism, I actually was there when they was recording like some of it and didn't even realize I was a kid. I was only 14, but one of my best friends is actually DJ Quik's nephew. So, well, a few of my, you know what I mean? I got a few partners and they were DJ Quik nephew, but we went to school together. So that's how I met Quik like way back when I was like 14 years old. And we used to go to the studio and I actually like going back and listening now, it's like, damn, we was there when they was making that song. Like, it's crazy. Like, Mossberg was in the studio.
Yeah. Rest in
Sugar
peace to
Free.
Mossberg,
Yeah, rest in peace, Mossberg. El DeBarge was in the studio. James DeBarge was in the studio. Like,
That Down, Down, Down song with Mossberg on it?
yeah, it's fucking
hard.
crazy. That's what I'm saying.
Hard.
I was there when they was making this music, and it was like, damn, that's crazy. Like, I didn't even because I was a kid, I didn't really realize who they were. Like, I knew who Sugar Free was, and I knew who Mossberg was. Like, you know what I mean? But I didn't really it just wasn't like, you know what I mean? It didn't really resonate to me like that until later. Like, it's like, damn, like, nigga, I was really in the studio when they was making this shit. Like,
Yeah, they was making history with a lot.
yeah,
of shit.
like a classic album, and I was there witnessing this shit. Like, it's crazy.
Probably because I'm a little bit older, so that's why like Quik is the name, and Safe and Sound was the one for me. Because Quik is the name. That's when I kind of was jumping off the porch because that's like 90, 91.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Yeah.
Safe and Sound was my introduction
Yeah.
to Quik. Safe and Sound.
Yeah, man. You know, Quik, man, we got to get Quik on the show because he come up on the show a lot.
One of my, so like.
I'm in touch with him. I'm in touch.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm in touch with Quik.
And by the way, I mean, I don't want to cut you off, producer Ken. You the first Piru on this motherfucker. Didn't I say that we needed Pirus on here?
I'm not a Pyro.
Blood. We the first blood on here.
Yeah.
Didn't I say everybody else? I'd have had a bunch of Crips and I done had only so I appreciate you being the first blood on this motherfucker. We need to get Quik in this bitch.
Yeah, definitely. I try to get in touch with him. I got him on Instagram.
Okay.
I don't got his number, but I am in touch with somebody who is direct.
My guy Trey Mack in Sacramento. Shout out Trey. He signed to him, or had to deal with him, so I could just hit him up. But he deal with him.
You know what? It's interesting that you just said that, Bosco. I want to lean in on that a little bit because I'd have had a lot of Compton on here, and mostly everybody that I had on here was either Crip affiliated or Crips at one point. You know, everybody older and shit now, but we were kind of talking about the origins of Piru, which we know, you know, Compton, Puddin' and all of them, we know that, but nobody can really, and I'm gonna have Professor Melly come on here, and I'm sure he'll be able to explain it, but you know, where did the difference between the Piru and the blood come? Because I know Piru, I guess, was a Compton thing, and then blood.
Pyros was Compton. Yeah.
That's what it is, and then the
was
blood, L.A.
More like L.A. Like,
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And it kind of spread out from there. But
Okay.
yeah, it was just like, I guess it was just like a difference in regions and a difference in goals and you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? They just branched off and did their
Yeah.
own thing. You know what I mean? But I don't, you got to ask them older niggas.
Yeah.
I can't tell you the exact story.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean? But
yeah.
basically, like, you know what I mean? If niggas had their own regional
Yeah,
differences, opinions. And,
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
because Inglewood has always been known as primarily a blood
Predominantly city,
fucking
yeah.
city. So I guess it is what it is when you're born there. You know what I mean? But it's funny because I know that, you know, just the whole landscape of LA, shit, Bloods has always been outnumbered. You know, you really gotta
It was
have
always
heart.
way more Crips.
You gotta have heart to be a blood, be a red rag out in this motherfucker. Yeah. So when you got into the music thing, was you banging in your music or was you just on some rapper shit?
I mean, I was more on some rapper shit. I wasn't banging. I mean, I never banged in my music. I never banged in my music. But I always represented where I was from. Like, you know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Yeah,
I
for
didn't
sure.
bang
Yeah,
the music,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
people know where I'm from. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, hey, same thing with me. We laugh about that shit because, you know, from my city, and I hate when they say it.
Crippin' ass court.
Yeah, you know what I mean, dude. I never been a Crip. I just hung with.
Affiliated.
Yeah, you know, but people would say that shit. I'd be like, where y'all get that shit from? You know what I mean? But so I know the affiliation shit. You know what I mean? That shit, motherfuckers will put that jacket on you.
If you didn't,
I ain't never been a bang. I ain't never banged on a motherfucker in my life.
Being from the hood,
yeah. Well, well. You know, well, I mean, you know, not for real. You know what I'm saying? I always consider myself affiliated, but so then were you more serious about the music shit, or the streets had you?
I mean, I was always serious about both, but I kind of like, I knew that wasn't going to get me anywhere in the music business.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, trying to be a banger.
Yeah.
Like, a long time ago, I remember Mac 10 came out with an album, Banger Ball.
That was a classic.
And I
love that motherfucker.
Is that the Cash Money one?
Yeah, that's the Cash.
Yeah, the Cash Money, when he got the Cash Money, Banger Ball.
Yeah, that bitch was dope.
And it was like, I knew what he meant. Like, Banger Ball. And Mac 10, ever since I've been around and knew Mac 10 was from Inglewood, and Mac 10 always chose balling over banging. He wasn't like, people knew he was from Inglewood, but he wasn't a banger. Like, he wasn't out here gang banging, and he was in there balling. Like, you know what I mean? So I always knew I kind of had to do straddle the fence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I was still a street dude, but I knew what I was trying to do. So I always tried to keep the banging out of my music, but without being shy and letting people know where I was from at the same time.
Yeah, real talk. Yeah, real talk. So, I mean, I kind of, you know, I've seen interviews and shit and seen you talk about different things, and I don't know if this was you, but you had a friend killed in front of you.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What? Oh, so that
I
was
had a few friends killed in front of me.
Yeah, but you was in a car.
Yeah. I had a real close,
Was that recently?
No. That been 8 years ago now.
Oh, okay. That happened in Inglewood?
2012, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That was in Inglewood? Oh, okay. You got shot in that one too?
Yeah, I got grazed.
Oh, okay. You ever been hit?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Twice.
Where you get hit?
I got hit in the ankle the first time, and I got hit in the shoulder.
Damn.
The second time.
At least you avoided the zipper stomach.
And that third time, I got grazed.
So you ain't got the zipper stomach?
Yeah, no zipper. I be saying that all the time. Like, other nigga, I like never wanted that zipper. Like,
fuck no. Hell
that shit
no.
is ugly. Look.
That shit's stupid, especially if you gain weight and shit. Your shit be all fucked up.
That shit looks so terrible.
And niggas be having colostomies and all of that shit.
That shit look ridiculous.
Yeah. What was the climate like? I mean, outside the gangbanging, what was the hip hop climate like in Inglewood at that time?
I mean, it kind of always intertwined. Like, you know what I mean? It was always there. It was like, you know what I mean? That's why we came up, like, as far as for me, like, because all the rappers that I knew was gangsters, like, you know what I mean? So it was always like a intertwined thing. Like, everybody was gangster rappers.
Yeah.
So it was always like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was one and the same, kind of like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I'm curious, because we was talking about this before, man. I'm curious. You being from Inglewood, you're a West Coast nigga. Who's your top 5 rappers, dead or alive?
Dead or alive?
Oh, and let me break it up though. Old school.
Old school.
What you grew up on?
Or new school?
No.
Or just old?
Just what you grew up on. Yeah.
I mean, I'll have to say Pac. Scarface, Twista, Nas, Jay-Z.
Damn, coming from an Inglewood nigga.
Yeah, Pac for sure.
So that's 5. I don't get I'm gonna be honest with you, and I ruffle feathers when I say this. Scarface, definitely. Tupac was cool, but I don't know. I didn't get into Tupac like that. No. You know, not to that degree. Like, you know, I think, don't get me wrong, his music was good.
I was afraid you was going there with it.
His music was good. Like, my favorite Tupac album was probably Me Against the World, or what was the one?
All Eyes on Me, man.
No, Strictly for My Niggas.
All Eyes on Me.
But y'all some West Coast niggas though.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, Bo. Look, I'm from Sacramento, so when Bo, he's the hometown hero. When he's on that, then we listening.
Yeah, but I
just met Bo too, like about a month ago. I said.
Yeah, we got to get him on here too. Yeah. Man, I just never, musically. Don't get me wrong, I love Tupac. He would probably be in my top 20, but he couldn't. I don't even think Tupac would be in my top 10.
I mean, top 10. We going to top 10. I gotta get Twista.
Twista's dope.
Twista. I always thought Tretch from Naughty by Nature was dope.
He's dope. Yeah.
Tretch
is dope.
Tretch. Gotta say Snoop for sure.
Snoop. Yeah.
Snoop. Corrupt.
Corrupt's dope.
Corrupt.
Yeah.
Gotti.
Yeah, lyrically.
Yeah, lyrically. Yeah.
Gotti.
So
wait,
you
hold
lean
on.
toward lyrics a lot.
Yeah, like I'm more lyrical. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Who's in the top 10 above Pac for you though?
Above Pac?
Yeah, like
Shit. I mean, you already know who number 1 is
Who your number one?
of all time.
yeah, I know what he gonna say.
Who you think I'm gonna say?
Oh, he gonna say Spice One.
Spiggity 1, Spice 1. You know what I'm saying?
I only ever liked one song from Spice One.
Come on, bro. That's blasphemy,
I
bro.
like one song.
Which song is that?
Strap on the side.
With Tupac.
Tupac ain't even on the song. Like,
He ain't. No, that's
on
Jealous
Jealous.
Got Me
He's
strapped.
on
Jealous.
Jealous
He's
got
on
me
Jealous.
strapped. Are you talking about rolling with my motherfucking strap
on the side of me. That
Okay.
one,
East
and what was the
Magic,
other
yeah.
one?
That whole album, that's the American Nightmare album.
That one,
Yeah,
and what was
American
the one
Nightmare is a
on Menace to
classic.
Society soundtrack?
Trigger Got No Heart.
Trigger Got No
Yeah.
Heart. Them two, like, is like, and then he had a good verse on that. Remember, it was a song on the show soundtrack.
Yeah.
And it had the
yeah.
various artists
Uh-huh.
and his verse on it. He killed that shit.
Oh,
like,
nigga, you bringing it up. The
That's-
show soundtrack
man,
was
that
dope.
shit was
yeah.
hard.
That
Every-
soundtrack was hard.
That
Oh,
Bone, it's an
Bone had the
everyday
song. It's
thing,
an
man.
everyday
That
thing.
shit was
You'll let
hard.
your nuts hang.
That song
yeah.
I'm talking about with the
Yeah.
various artists. I believe J.O. Felony had a dope ass song.
Shout out
on
to
here.
J.O.
J.O.'s
J.O.
underrated.
J.O. Yeah, J.O.
Yeah, he can
I mean,
spit.
J.O.
He used to could spit. I don't mean he you know what? J.O. was like a good lyricist, but he kind of like fell into that. Like some of the best lyricists never make a good album.
Right.
Like, you
right.
know what I
Because you
mean?
can
It's
be a
like-
dope rapper, but can't create a hit song.
A good
Yeah.
body of
Yeah,
work.
That's what
right,
happens
right.
to like a
He
lot
never
of
had
battle
no
rappers.
good
Right.
bodies of work.
Yeah.
But like, you know, he was
You're right about that.
he was always good for a verse or
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean, or a song here and there, but it's like his bodies of work. you
Yeah.
know, like,
I think the nigga just wasn't. People like that, man, they have to have the right producers and A&R to really guide them. You know what I'm saying? Because even if you look at like Cannabis, like
he was
Cannabis could
dope
rap,
lyricist, but his
but
bodies of
he
work was
couldn't,
trash.
He couldn't
like,
create a hit record to save his life. You know what I'm
Trash.
saying? So you gotta. I mean,
I think the What You Gonna Do album was kind of hard though.
what's that? Cannabis?
Nah, the Jail Felony one.
Hey,
Like,
oh,
It wasn't dope. Like, 'cause that wasn't one of the ones that like I couldn't go. Like, I would have to go back to listen again, but I remember listening to it and it wasn't it. Like,
I didn't get into J.O. like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? I would hear him here and there. Like for me, J.O. was like the nigga Nocturnal and niggas like that. You know what I'm saying?
Nocturnal first album was dope though.
Yeah, it
like,
was.
when Nocturnal first came out,
That shit was
that
hard.
shit was dope. I was
I
like,
didn't get into
it was
that shit.
something different. Like
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
like
hard.
with Dre on the beach. Like it was hard. Like
I didn't get into that.
you know who was hard, but never like just never did nothing. Remember when Dre came out with the Chronic 2001? Was it Chronic?
oh, you talking about dude on the
Hitman.
Hitman?
What happened to him? Like
Hitman
he
was
was like,
hard.
remember he was gassing all over that
He had the
Chronic
little
album?
sniper song on there and
He was
everything.
gassing all over that shit, but it just never like flourished into nothing. Like it was just
Yeah.
like, all right, he did hard on that album. Like you was always waiting for him to come with some shit, and it just never happened. Like
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
He's from like Pico, right? He's from like the Pico area.
yeah, he from
No.
like I think he was from like I'm not sure. Like he was from
Hitman
like
was
West
dope.
LA area, like something like
Yeah, I don't even know who that is. I ain't pay
Hitman?
attention to the
Hitman?
Chronic 2000.
nah.
You didn't listen to that?
That shit was
I ain't
dope.
listen.
Oh,
Bruh.
Hitman was hard.
That shit
Yeah.
was hard.
What year that come out? 2001?
2000.
Okay, 2000.
2000.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like come around 2000, I was kind of moving away from the West Coast shit a little bit. I
Yeah.
don't know if I just got played out with
Dre
it. 'cause I grew up-
resurrected the West with that. He came, but that shit was the hardest shit ever. Still to this.
I went
day.
down south. I think I was just more into the south shit. And then No Limit, we was doing our thing, so my ears was kind of somewhere else at the time.
That was like the introduction to Eminem.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody, like you know, what I mean, Eminem was like the only one who really like blew up still and went bigger after that album. But like, other than that, like nobody really like did nothing.
I don't think none of them really. They still ain't fucking with Spice.
Nah, hell no. Spice. Not,
I mean,
not
I'm
no
not- you know-
disrespect to Spice because no,
Yeah.
he's a West Coast
Yeah.
legend for
Yeah.
sure. But
You know I won't argue it though.
Yeah.
I just never got into
My
it.
top 5 would be Spice, Cube, Ice Cube. No, I said Ice Cube. I would say probably I had to put Sibo in there. Damn.
But all of these are above. As the original question, they're all above Pac though.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah, they all
You
above
put
Pac.
Sebo above Pac
Absolutely.
and Spice
Absolutely.
One above Pac.
Absolutely. I'm just speaking just music.
I mean, no, that's your
yeah.
opinion. That's
Yeah,
your
just
opinion.
musically.
Just
You know what I'm
that.
saying? Yeah, musically speaking.
Hell no, I heard 200. Nigga. All eyes on me, me against the world.
Yeah.
I didn't really fuck with Strictly for my niggas. I ain't fuck with that one.
Yeah.
But me against the world when
Machiavelli. The
Machiavelli was dope. Machiavelli was dope.
Even one of the later the posthumous albums. What is it?
The one where he's on the cover.
So, are you still down with me?
Not
That
that
shit?
one. That was like
There's greatest hits. There's Are You Still Down?
The,
And then there's let me look at it. I'll tell you.
what was the one? It was Pac's Life, not Pac's Life.
After Machiavelli, I quit paying attention.
Yeah, like I stopped paying close attention. That's why it's like
Until the End of Time was
no,
the,
not that
was the
one.
double
It was
disc.
cool. It had
Resurrection was the movie one.
not that one. Keep going.
Then there's all the Outlaws albums.
The Outlaw.
Still I Rise.
Still I Rise. That
That
was
one.
hard. That was
Okay.
hard.
Yeah, I didn't all that piece together shit. I didn't
I was off.
you know, because at that point you know that they scrapping for shit. You know what I mean? They reaching for grass.
Still was dope though. Being a Pac fan and really being in that shit was dope. It was like it still fed us at the time. Like,
Yeah,
you know what
I mean, what's your favorite Scarface song?
I think my favorite Scarface song,
I should say album. Let me say album. Favorite Scarface album.
album probably would be My Balls and My Word. Maybe if I say album, The Fix.
The Fix.
The Fix.
Untouchable.
The Fix. Untouchable was hard. So, but I'm
Untouchable,
saying if we
super
gotta go favorite, the Untouchable I only liked a few songs. I liked more songs
Yeah.
on The Fix. The Untouchable was hard too though, and the Diary.
The Diary
was hard.
yeah.
But,
See, mine would be
My
Mr. Scarface
Homies-
is back.
My Homies was hard.
Yeah, that was like a
The
compilation.
double, yeah, it was.
Oh, they
good.
had Master P on there, right?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
This is for my thug niggas. Yeah.
All the Ghetto Boys shit was cool.
Ghetto
Like,
Boys, I love the
that
Ghetto
shit was
Boys.
hard.
Yeah, I did shit. I worked with Bushwick too.
I met Bushwick. I actually got a chance to meet him before he died. That
Mm-hmm.
was dope. Like,
Yeah.
that's one of the first verses I learned by heart. Like that, this year Halloween fell over.
Yeah.
I remember like being a kid, like that come on, you just know every word. to
Nigga, that
shit.
video was scary. When you
shit
see
was
that nigga with
hard.
that mask and
Oh,
shit
yeah.
running, that shit was
hard.
scary.
Then
All
he
right.
punching on the concrete, the nigga little eye, like, and then that's when Chucky was out too.
Yeah.
Like, hell yeah,
Yeah.
that shit was scary, little creepy little motherfucker. Shout out, rest in peace.
Yeah,
Bushwick.
rest in peace to Bushwick, man. Did you have a crazy story with Bushwick, or you just made it
Um,
passing? Because he'll do some crazy shit.
Yeah, Bushwick crazy. Like I ain't gonna lie, I don't want to say like I don't want to like. It was kind of crazy, but I don't want to like.
You don't want to put the homie out there.
Yeah, I don't want to put him out there like that.
Yeah. He stayed with us for a couple weeks when I lived in Brentwood, and
Did
it was interesting.
he? Yeah, he a crazy dude.
It was interesting. Yeah,
That nigga, man. Yeah,
Man,
but I
but-
don't want to like. I don't want people to feel like I'm.
yeah.
bad talking.
Bushwick.
Was that what Pimping Mike? Is Mike still?
Oh yeah, you remember Pimpin'
I miss
Mike?
Mike, bro.
You remember Pimpin' Mike? Listen, man, when I first moved out here, dog, I lived in Brentwood.
Yeah.
Out for Wilshire, like kind of by Sunset. And so me and this nigga Pimpin' Mike, call him Baby Mike. He was an OG pimp from Portland. We was the only niggas in the building. You know what I'm saying? Man, when I tell you this nigga was a character, bruh, you remember him, Ken, this nigga was a character, bruh. He had did time in the feds and shit, and he was just, everything was just pimping. He was just one of them slick talking, pimping ass niggas, you know what I mean? And I had did a movie with me and Cat Williams. I had produced it and starred in it and shit, and Lawrence Hilton Jacobs. And man, this nigga acted a plum fool on the set, bro.
He was trying to pimp out the makeup artist.
He was trying to knock my makeup
Yeah.
artist.
And then he told her, I don't know why you tripping. Soap and water gonna put it right back to where it came from.
Yeah. He asked her, right? He was like, he was like, so dig this. He said, you and your baby, you ain't got no money, and your baby hungry. What you gonna do? So she was a square, you know. She was like, well, I'll go to the Salvation Army. Man, he got so mad. He said, you know what the bitches I know, they gonna sell some pussy. That's what the bitches I know gonna do. And he was like, remember, because he called her a sorry motherfucker. He said, you a sorry motherfucker.
Yeah, that was in the garage.
Oh, that nigga embarrassed me so bad, bro.
Oh man.
I was like, I can't take this nigga nowhere, but he was funny as shit.
Shout out to Big Mike.
Yeah, he was a real pimp, gorilla pimp.
pimp.
Man, that nigga was trying to knock that bitch, like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, Mike, she's a square, bro. She do makeup in Hollywood. That ain't the one that you know what I'm saying?
Try to go hard on.
He was tight. He was. I got a bitch that put heels on and walk on a judge's back. Bring me the money. Hey, shout out to Mike.
Shout out to Mike, man. I be missing that cat sometimes, bro.
What happened to him?
Man, I ain't seen him in a minute, bro. We moved away from Brentwood. We moved to Encino, and then him and his family moved away. I don't know. He had went back to Portland at the time. You know, hopefully he see this, he reach out. You know what I'm saying? If he's still free, because he was subject to go to the
I was just finna say, I didn't want to say it. I was thinking that. Like,
you know what I mean? He's subject to get locked up. You know what I'm saying? So, and now, you know, they turn that shit into human trafficking and some more shit.
I know a few niggas that done got booked on that. Like,
yeah, it ain't even pimping and pandering no more. It's human trafficking. You know what I'm saying?
I know a few dudes that done got.
They got stretched, huh?
Stretched their ass all the way up.
Yeah, you ever wanted to get into pimping?
No.
That ain't your thing, huh?
No.
You said, fuck it, I'm just gonna
I like hoes, though.
You do?
Yeah, I like hoes.
You like hoes, like
having fun. Like,
yeah?
It's fun, like,
yeah. So
I don't want to marry any, but.
No, what I'm saying, so Bosco, you would pay for pussy or no?
I mean, I don't make it a habit, but I have. You know what I mean? I have. Like,
I think I said I make it a habit, but I have. But hey, but what it is you'll pay.
You're paying for it regardless.
No, but this is what it is.
You're gonna pay for it.
Yeah. But I get it. You don't pay a bitch to fuck you. You pay her to leave.
To leave, like, it's just
like,
and it's just like, but it's not. No, it's like, nigga, if I'm in a strip club and this little bad bitch, I've been, you know what I mean, looking at this little bad bitch all night, like, man, what's the deal? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know she gonna want some money. Like, what's the difference in me sitting here making it rain on her all night or just being like, man, fuck all this. Like, what's the deal? Like, how much you want for that ass? You know what I mean? Like,
so you like, fuck the text and I don't got time to be courting you.
No. That's not what I'm like. I'm just saying if certain situations arise, and you know what I mean? You just,
but
you know what I mean? Like Vegas. I was in
Mm-hmm.
Vegas like one time, and I'm walking through the casino, and I see this bad little bitch, little snow bunny, little baddie, right? So I get on her. She a prostitute. She a hoe. She like, okay, $1,000. Like, you know what I mean? But it's like, I'm just saying I didn't do it, but I'm just saying like, you know what I mean? If I would have had a pocket full of thousands, like I might have would have gave her, like, you know what I mean? Sometimes it just be like, you know what I mean? But I don't make it a habit. Like,
nah, I got what you're saying.
I'm not the nigga that's like on Backpage and like, you know what I mean? Just searching for pussy. Like, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, certain situations, a nigga done paid for some pussy before. Like,
But I'm saying you do that so you can cut out the texting and the expectations.
Like, who want to do all that? Like, I already got, like, you know what I mean? Especially if you already got that. And like a hoe is a public servant, and I'm a person of the public who needs service. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
where Mike at? Where Mike
I know, right? Shit, Mike could be like, yeah, where he at? Shit, he be trying to send something at you. Oh shit! So in doing that? I mean, have you ever ran into some crazy shit? You ever ran into a Young Buck situation?
Never.
Bro,
Young Buck didn't ran into that situation. Young Buck willfully pulled up to that situation.
You think so? You don't think he got catfish?
No, bro. That nigga pulled up to that situation, bro. He just got caught up, bro. Like,
you think so?
Bro, don't no real nigga get caught up with no tranny, bro.
Well, hold up, bro. Now, playing devil's advocate, bro. Like in this social media age, right? I mean, right? You can't get catfish, right? It can't happen.
I mean, if you just let yourself be that thirsty, it can happen. Like, but it's not gonna happen if you're not just no overzealous, thirsty motherfucker. It's not gonna happen. Like, people try to, like, they try me all the time, but. I'm not that thirsty of a nigga to where I'm just jumping head first into no shit, especially anything off the internet.
So was he? Do you think he was thirsty, or you think he was?
I think that nigga like boys.
I never looked into the situation that much, but like, was it just that he pulled up and was like, "Oh shit," and he backed out of the situation?
No, that nigga pulled up. It was on camera getting some head in front of him.
Nah, he didn't get head.
Man, what was
they said he was about to. He was about the nigga say he came in there, he was finna do it, but he said it didn't feel right. He thought it was on some robbery shit. So he said he zipped his shit up and got the fuck up out.
Thought it was on some robbery shit, but you knew it was a boy that you was going to exactly. You thought it was on some robbery shit. You didn't think it was on no transsexual shit, nigga, because you knew it was some transsexual.
So you think Young Buck like boys?
that nigga like, boy, that wasn't even the first time that
Oh, it wasn't?
situation. Yeah, remember the hairdresser or the makeup stylist?
Oh no, I didn't know nothing about that.
Yeah,
Look at
I ain't followed the story, so
Yeah,
Oh, so he got a history of that.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I didn't know.
Everybody don't keep telling the same lie on you, man. Everybody telling the same lie. This nigga over here, they told this lie. Now this a whole nother situation, and you on video this time, and then the phone call like, oh yeah, you like boys, bro.
Damn.
You like boys.
So
I mean, I fuck a Buck though. Buck
Yeah,
a nigga though.
yeah,
but
yeah.
Buck like boys though.
hey,
he was the hardest out of the G unit.
He was,
squadron.
he
Buck
was dope.
hard.
Like
Buck
I fuck
hard.
with Buck.
Yeah.
yeah.
You like boys.
So
my
now
nigga,
that I
that's
say,
it, like-
so now I guess when I say Buck hard, I gotta say no homo because I'm talking about
Yeah, no homo.
no
Yeah,
homo.
you definitely are. Pause.
So so now that you saying that, cause you said that's still your nigga. If one of your niggas can't hold on, so if one of your niggas,
No, I'm
can't-
saying like as far as musically, like I still want like you know what I mean. I fuck with.
Yeah,
like,
right.
No, I didn't say like you know,
No. What I'm saying is, so say for instance, right, if one of your homeboys that's in the hood, right, and he a real one, right, he do his thing, but then he get caught up in some shit like that, or he come back, that he
It has happened.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How'd you deal with that?
Is that Omar
I mean,
from The
we
Wire?
just- you know, I'm a bag. You know, I'm a roast the fuck out you. You know what I mean? You still my nigga though. Like it ain't like that's what I'm saying. Like your sexual preferences
Yeah.
ain't gonna make you. I'm not gonna hate you. Like
Yeah.
bro, I don't hate you.
But I mean, you still hang with the nigga?
Nah, we already hang out. I mean,
Cut
like,
that shit out.
two different-
Omar coming.
No, but like really, them type of niggas weed they self out. Like
Yeah,
that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Like them type of niggas, they scared to be around real niggas. They don't really like, or like you know if they do, it's like it's always secretive. That's why you got
Mm-hmm.
the DL brother shit. But like you know what I mean? Them niggas, the situation that I'm talking about, them niggas, they always. All them niggas is like
Yeah.
weird acting dudes, and you know what I mean. It's nobody that we just naturally wouldn't be hanging out together, like you know what I mean.
I
But
got you.
you could tell, like this nigga's a weird nigga, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean. You strange, different. I ain't gonna say weird, my bad. Like you's a different.
I
type of
understand what
nigga,
you're
like,
saying.
you know what I mean? Different.
Yeah. He like, I'm somebody now. I gotta watch what I say.
Yeah,
You
like,
don't want
know
to
what
get
I mean?
canceled
You
and
just-
shit.
you can't, you know what I mean?
What you think about the cancel culture and all that?
I think it's a bunch of bullshit. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I think this is America,
Mm-hmm.
and we're here because we have freedom of speech and we have the right to feel how we want to feel, and we all have a right to an opinion.
Right, I agree.
And I think, like, just because a person feels a certain way, that shouldn't cause their career to like, you know what I mean?
I
People,
agree.
a lot of people feel a lot of ways, you know what I mean? But that doesn't affect the performance of what they like. You know what I mean? Like if they do a certain thing, if they do so, like if Mel Gibson went on this racist ass rant, it's like, you know what I mean? Okay.
He went hard. He went hard though.
Yeah, no, he went hard, but that's what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, he's still a good actor. He makes good movies, so I'm not gonna like.
But even before that, he's still human. You know? what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he's human.
Yeah.
He has a right, but at the same time, on the flip side of that, you really gotta watch what you say. Like sometimes you gotta keep your fucking opinion to yourself. Like you are entitled to an opinion, but sometimes you gotta know that, nigga, your opinion needs to be. You know what I mean? Sometimes you don't have to offer you're entitled to your opinion.
Yeah.
But
You don't have to offer it.
you're not entitled to offering it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're entitled to have an opinion, but you're not entitled to throwing it out there. Or like you know what I mean? So it's like.
I mean, my thing is, I think that we getting away. I mean, because of social media, I think it becomes an unrealistic expectation. You know what I'm saying? We get away from the human experience of just being fucking human beings. You know what I'm saying? Because
People
at the
gonna
end
feel
of the
a certain
day,
way.
yeah, at the end of the day, bro, like even if you misspeak or you have a misstep in judgment or you do something, you fuck somebody up, you say something wrong, you get mad, you're human. Like you shouldn't be able to not be able to walk that back and be able to, because I mean, think
And
about it.
apologize. Like,
Yeah,
you know
if
what I
we
mean? Like,
if we all are judged on our worst moment, you know, for the rest of our life, like what incentive do you have to change? You know,
Right.
why I'ma correct it then?
you can
know what I mean?
forgive. You can forgive a man who's 60 years old and
Yeah.
has children and grandchildren that decides that, oh, I want to be a woman all of a sudden, but because somebody said something on Twitter 8 years ago, that's just unforgivable though.
Right.
It's
That's
just
crazy.
like it don't make no sense.
Crazy. On the next episode of the Holding Court podcast, Would you get into politics if you had a chance?
If I could,
Yeah.
I definitely would.
Would you?
I definitely would.
What would you? What would be your soapbox? What would be your mission? Boskoe100 running for, let's just say, mayor of LA or governor of California. What would you do?
I would want to be mayor of Inglewood.